Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving right into a topic that's absolutely crucial if you're navigating the rapidly expanding world of digital wealth. We're demystifying cryptocurrency exchange apps. Honestly, finding the right platform is the critical first step in your financial evolution. So, we're going to break down what these platforms actually do, the essential features you need to demand, and how you can get started confidently. Navigating digital assets can sometimes feel a bit like stepping into this incomprehensible void, right? But a really solid exchange app honestly shouldn't feel like that at all. Instead, as this quote beautifully captures, it's simply your personal gateway to a global, decentralized economy that literally never sleeps. Think of it as your digital storefront, your new financial home base. The best platforms out there perfectly balance ironclad security with an interface that just feels like a completely natural extension of your everyday digital life. All right, so here's our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. Your crypto journey begins. 2. Must-have app features. 3. Comparing top exchange apps. 4. Navigating fees and costs. And finally, number 5, getting started safely. Let's kick things off with part 1. Your crypto journey begins. So when you're evaluating any online exchange, your checklist absolutely has to start with security. And that brings us to a really foundational term you're going to hear a lot: cold storage. Basically, this means that the vast majority of a platform's funds are kept completely offline. By keeping these digital assets totally disconnected from the internet, they remain locked safely away from any potential hackers. It's truly the absolute gold standard you want to look for in a top-tier platform. Okay, so once you know your funds are actually going to be secure, you have to figure out how to get them into the app in the first place. For most of us, that starts with onboarding. This is just the practical step where you link up a traditional bank account or maybe a debit card directly to your chosen platform. It allows you to seamlessly swap your local currency for digital tokens. It's literally the moment your everyday real money transforms into digital currency within the ecosystem. Moving right along to part 2, must-have app features. Listen, there are definitely some non-negotiable features you should absolutely demand from your platform. First off, advanced security. I'm talking two-factor authentication and biometric logins. Next up, you want an intuitive user interface with crystal-clear data visualizations. Trust me on that one. You're also going to need real-time alerts so you can stay ahead of price changes without constantly being glued to your phone screen. Oh, and definitely don't overlook educational hubs. A lot of these learn-to-earn programs will actually reward you with real tokens just for completing quick mini-courses. And finally, look for a diverse asset selection. That just ensures you won't outgrow the app the second you want to expand beyond Bitcoin. Now, here's one of the most critical features that, honestly, almost always gets overlooked until you desperately need it: customer support. On one side, we have human-centric support, meaning 24/7 access to actual live people. Contrast that with generic, automated chatbots. Look, when you've got a complex question about a transaction that involves your hard-earned money, you want a reassuring human voice, right? You definitely don't want the absolute frustration of being stuck in some endless loop with a bot that just keeps happily linking you right back to the FAQ page. All right, part 3, comparing top exchange apps. So when you're choosing an app, you really shouldn't just gravitate toward the most famous brand name out there. You need the app that actually fits your specific workflow. Looking at the heavy hitters, Binance is sitting at a 4.9 rating, and they offer incredible liquidity to make sure your orders execute super fast. Next up is Bybit at 4.8, which is really well known for zero peer-to-peer trading fees. Then we've got KuCoin with a solid 4.7 rating, making it a fantastic go-to if you're looking for a massive range of altcoins. And of course, there's Coinbase. They are famous specifically because of their super simple, beginner-friendly interface, which just makes it exceptionally easy to jump right in. It's kind of like every app has its own unique personality. Take MEXC, coming in with a really strong 4.6 rating. They stand out mainly for their super low investing fees. Then you have BingX at 4.4, which is totally built for the social investor. Their standout social copy trading feature literally lets you mirror the moves of experienced traders. It's pretty wild. Finally, HTX offers a really secure environment for both spot and derivatives trading. At the end of the day, your best choice depends entirely on whether you value technical depth, social features, or just a really clean, simple experience. Which brings us to part 4, navigating fees and costs. Okay, we need to have a quick reality check here, because you absolutely have to understand the somewhat hidden mechanics of your investments. First off, let's talk about maker and taker fees. Basically, these are small percentages applied to your trades. They might seem totally insignificant at first glance, but over time, they compound and really eat into your total returns. And on the flip side of that, you really have to beware of the hidden spread. This is the difference between the buying and the selling price. A lot of platforms out there will heavily advertise as no fee, but they actually just bury their costs right there in the spread, meaning you're getting a slightly worse price on the asset itself. Kind of sneaky, right? And finally, part 5, getting started safely. Getting started securely really just comes down to 3 basic steps. Step 1, please always double check that you're actually downloading the official version of the app from a verified developer. You want to avoid those phishing scams at all costs. Step 2 is an absolute game changer. I can't stress this enough. Use demo mode, or what's sometimes called paper trading. It lets you practice your whole strategy and learn the ropes of the app without risking a single cent of your real money. And finally, step 3, once you're feeling completely confident, just make a really small initial deposit. Use it to test the waters and see how the interface actually handles transactions before you go committing any larger amounts. Look, choosing the right software to manage your digital wealth is a massive milestone. Make sure you take full advantage of those educational resources, use those demo modes to practice until you're completely comfortable, and really try to choose a partner that's going to grow right alongside your financial ambitions. The future of decentralized finance is incredibly bright. So, what do you say? Are you ready to take your first secure step into the decentralized economy? I really hope this explainer has given you the clarity you need to go out there and find your new financial home. Thanks so much for joining me today.